Yeah, I'm Chris Crawford, and I'm the founder of RinseKit. And right now, I work on product development and marketing and whatever fun stuff that comes up. Yeah, so RinseKit started about 10 years ago. We did our first street fair. We kind of started the patent and product development process, a little bit before that. But it's about 10 years old, and it kind of just came up from me. I was surfing and wanted a way to try to rinse off at the beach and be able to, go work and go play at the same time. So I was like, man, I need a little shower thing so I can clean up so I can still surf in the middle of the day. Yeah, so the original first version design was kind of unique because it would just, capture pressure from the house. It seemed like a really cool, simple concept, but as we kind of found out over the years, we made so many of those things, and we got a lot of feedback from people. The biggest flaws with the self-pressurizing systems that we found over the years, and no matter how we tried to do it, there was always some new way that a problem would come up. But you either got to fill it up from your house, which is a pain in the butt because you need water pressure, and it has to be good water pressure, 50 to 60 psi. You can't fill it up from a gravity feed or anything like that. And the issue is you're got all that stored energy in there. So if that thing gets hot in the sun or anything like that, you could have the system literally explode. I know that some of the roof rack mounted showers have had issues with that, where they had to put pressure relief valves in there because you put it 60 psi into that thing, and then it gets hot in the sun, it expands even further. And also the materials get softer when they get hot in the sun. So that's always a big issue, and it's kind of dangerous. And then you've got the way it works. I mean, it just it sprays really hard at first, and then the pressure tapers off really quick, and it becomes kind of weak and piddly, and then you get water that's stuck in there. And if at any point you have the whole system is completely critical. So like if any little pinhole leak or anything like that lets the air out, all that water's just stuck in there, and you can't get it out. So that's kind of it was just all these reasons for us to switch over to battery-powered systems. And we did try putting, pumps on there so you could hand pump it up, and it just ended up being a big pain in the butt for everybody. It was just you had to pump it so much, and it still wasn't that great of pressure. So it wasn't that easy for the customer. Seems like a cool thing in concept, but we found that the pumps work, the electric pumps work way better. So the battery system that we designed is super simple and easy to use. You basically just pour water in the tank and press the button, and it goes. And the pump will shut off automatically when you let go of the nozzle. The battery is enormous in it. I mean, you can use the battery for months, and we've had some of them go like almost a year before you have to recharge it. It's an AGM sealed battery, so it doesn't have any issues like lithium ion would with overheating and stuff like that. And the pressure is super consistent the entire time. And if you want to charge it, you could charge it at home, or you can charge it on your vehicle off your 12-volt cigarette plug, which is super easy to do.
You can fill it from any source.
Yeah, you can fill it from anywhere. You can put hot water in there, like straight out of your sink. You could bring extra water jugs and just pour them inside of the tank. We have electric heating and all. I mean, just opened up the whole door for all these new ways to be able to use the system because it was so much simpler. The best part about the battery-powered systems is the consistent pressure, and they're easy to fill, and they hold way more water. So there's three best parts. But so the water pump, it has a range for about 40 to 50 psi. It's consistent the whole time until you suck all the water out of the tank. So that's super easy, and you're going to get consistent water pressure the entire time. You can put hot water in there, and it doesn't it's not like you have to fill it from your water heater or anything crazy at the source. You can just put it under a sink, pour hot water inside of it, whatever you want. And the pumps are really bulletproof. We sourced a really good pump supplier, and the pumps are rated to I think like 15,000 hours of use. So it's just a really good system. I don't think we've ever had a pump returned for an issue, so it's really good. All of our new stuff was really thought with just durability and longevity in mind. The plastics are all UV treated, so they don't fade in the sun. It's high density polyethylene, thicker plastics on the parts where it needed to be. The pumps are just high rated, 15,000 hour motors. They can go forever. The batteries are super durable. They can handle a crazy range. It's a sealed lead acid battery. You can freeze it. You can get it really hot in the sun. So if somebody leaves it in the back of their truck in Arizona in the middle of summer, it's not going to have an issue like lithium ion would. And then the control panel that we have on there is IP65 rated, so it's completely waterproof. The charging is simple. Everything in there is just really, it's the culmination of us making these for almost a decade and kind of like dialing it in and going, okay, these are the parts that work best. Let's get rid of this other stuff. And just, some of the stuff is expensive, but we thought it was worth it to have a really nice control panel in there that feels nice, it looks nice, it lights up, it tells you the voltage and everything. And, we didn't have to do that, but we felt like it just made it easier for people, and it shows that it's a, much more thoroughly designed product that is made to last. Yeah, so we put a lot of time and energy into the industrial design of our products. When we first designed the original RinseKit Pro, that bucket has been kind of our design for a while. That we measured the front seat of cars, to make sure you could throw it in the footwell of the front seat of most vehicles. The handle's rounded; it's easy to carry. It's got rounded corners, so it doesn't scrape you when you're walking with it. Everything has been kind of measured out and really thought out. And then like the cube is, a little bit more capacity, but it's actually a cooler looking design. It's got tie downs. It's kind of our military rugged version. And all of this stuff is thought with like being able to put it anywhere. So it's not like, oh, you have to have a truck to use this, or you have to have an SUV. Like this can fit in a car. It can fit anywhere. You can pick it up and throw it in the back of a, vehicle, or you could carry it in the back of your e-bike if you wanted to. So all of this stuff was kind of like thought with most people in mind. And then we kind of have some systems that go out from there that are more specific for people that want to mount it on their roof rack or whatever. Mm-hmm. We have some options for that too. So some of the things you'll see in some of the other shower systems out there and their designs is they're kind of, you can do your research on this and you'll see it. Look online. There's a lot of vertically mounted water heaters with like a janky little pump that you got to plug into your cigarette plug or find some sort of a power source for. And that stuff has already been out there for a long time, and it's pretty cheap, and it's kind of clunky and confusing. There's a lot of tubes and hoses and pipes and stuff you got to put together, and they're pretty wobbly. It kind of shows that it was just not really conceived as a full package. So you can take any of those out there and just look for a DIY version of that, and you'll kind of see that it's a fraction of the cost. So a lot of these competitors have kind of just taken that stuff and put some fancy branding and stuff behind it, and then said, okay, now it's this new system, and marketing it like it's never been done before. But there's guys been doing it for years. I mean, Home Depot's had like this janky little shower thing with a pump forever. It's like $100-something. So it just depends. All of our stuff, we really try to think across the full line of use and the products and everything that we want to be, making in the future with it. So everything's kind of forward compatible. So like we make sure all of our quick connects are universal 3/4 inch hose fittings, so you can connect it to your hose stuff. You can use your own nozzle. You can plug it into anything, and they work across the board with all of our accessories. So it's super easy. There's not a bunch of like crazy wires and tubes. It's just plug it in. It's labeled really simply because we designed the thing from the beginning to work with accessories that we knew we were going to do, and we already had. So all of it is really easy to kind of work throughout the whole RinseKit product line. And we didn't want to mess with any of that like cheap stuff that you see on Amazon where you have to like submerge the whole water pump inside a bucket of water where all the electronics are, underwater. And yeah, it's sealed for a little while, but those are kind of disposable. Like they're not going to last forever. Eventually it's going to leak. It's going to get into the battery. You're going to get into the pump, and it's going to short out, and you're going to have to buy another one. So, those things are cool and they're cheap, but they're going to break after a little while. And so that kind of stuff, we just said, we're not even going there. We're just going to make it right. And we're going to make something that you buy once and it's done and it lasts forever. Yeah, I would say if you're looking at RinseKit and then you're looking at some of the other options out there, you can look at our accessory line and you can look at the design of our products, the way the tie downs are, stainless steel, the way everything's, made to be out in the sun all day long. It's all waterproof. It's very durable. This stuff is all designed, as a big picture. It's not just like, we're not just trying to sell you one thing and be like, okay, cool, you got this cheap thing. It's going to last whatever. We'll sell somebody else the next one. Like, we want you to be stoked on this, and then we come out with a new heater. You want, that's going to work perfectly with this. They're going to work together. So everything that, and we're constantly innovating. I mean, a lot of these showers are a one-trick pony. Some of this competition just has one thing that they do, and it's all the same, and there's very little. And they'll copy us because we're constantly innovating. We're the only ones with electric heating that really works. Whereas if you get something else, they're just making, basically they went and found a factory in China and said, hey, put our logo on that, and we're going to throw some marketing budget at it. And that's all they got. It's not really an American designed thing that is thought with like the American user or I have 2 kids. So like everything I'm looking at is like, how can my kids, how can I make this better for my family when we go camping, when we go to the beach and go fishing, hunting, whatever, all that stuff. Like we do all that. So it's hard for a factory to ever catch up with us because we're constantly innovating these things based on our real experience, and they're just emulating what we're doing, but they're always like 3 or 4 steps behind. So that's that's kind of the edge I think we have is innovation. We actually use our products, so it's not just like some factory throwing their name on it and trying to get into the American market, I guess. One thing you're always going to get with RinseKit stuff is I'm really making it. It's kind of selfish. I'm making it for myself. Like it's what I would do. So I've got kids. I've got a van. I like to go to the beach. I like to go fishing, hunting. I have bikes. All this stuff. So every time I'm out using this, I'm like, okay, it would be better if it did this or whatever. And like, I don't know, it's kind of like this it's never going to be done. We're never going to be done. We're always going to be constantly coming up with a new thing. We've probably got 3 or 4 things coming right now, that are coming out this year that are new, just based off what we do every day. So, it's different than, just some factory trying to just put some cheap stuff together and try to get into this, this crowd and try to sell you something that they think you'll like because they see a trend going. Ours is really thought out, and it's stuff that we use all the time. And when we make a product, the product that you see is probably been updated, 10 times by the time you're getting it, because we're constantly calling the factory that we have and going, hey, we found this little piece needs to be improved, do this, tweak this. There's all these inline changes that are constantly happening. It's not just like, oh, make a bunch of them and, who cares? We need to get our money back out of it. It's like, no, we want, like, we really, like, my friends use them and it's embarrassing if, it's not perfect or there's something that didn't work. So I want everybody to be stoked on it. And it's more about, me making the right thing and making it well, that I think is super useful and just helps people. I mean, it was, I started RinseKit out of necessity. I wanted one that wasn't really an option for me out there. And, my background with building pools, working with electricity and water, water heating, all that kind of stuff has helped a ton with this, because there's just things that, I learned. I did that for over a decade. So all of that knowledge went into designing the RinseKit, and all of that understanding of how water flow works and the best kind of pumps to use, and, the right type of diaphragm systems and 12 volt, all this stuff is just the culmination of years of getting to this point. And we're constantly learning new stuff along the way, and we're always updating our products. So it's high tech stuff, even though it doesn't look like it.
Perfect, dude.
Yeah.
That was great.
Cool.